Kyle, welcome back to the channel. This is my K20 Turbo Civic. Unfortunately the build on this car didn't happen on the channel, but on the channel we have taken it to Santa Pod to see what I can run, and we've also taken the car to a dyno and done a couple of other little bits. Now in this video we're going to talk about how much it actually costs to get this car to this state. Now if you've watched my first video on the channel, then I mentioned that I bought this car as a K-swap NA. So I did buy another Civic before buying this one, and that was just a D16 auto, but this one came up for sale and it worked out a lot more beneficial to just buy this one rather than plough all the money into that one, and that one would have cost more than what this one cost. So this car, I paid £6,950 for it as a K-swap NA, and that was 3 years ago now, so I've had it, yeah, quite a while really. It was missing the centre caps on the wheels, so I then bought them and they worked out to around £50 for the four. So the car as it was as an NA car owed me £7 grand. Okay, so not long after buying the car, I very quickly started collecting parts to boost it, and in this part of the video I'm just going to run through that list and list retail prices. So things like the boost pipes and exhaust, I'm just going to list the price that I paid because it's very specific. You can't just go off the shelf and buy boost pipes for this car. But let's get into that list now. Okay, so bits that I purchased for this car ready to boost it. We'll start off here with the injectors. So they're Fuel Injector Clinic FIC 1000 cc's. They're only available looking online from Fuel Injector Clinic themselves. So they're $457 from USA, which works out to roughly £349.40 in Great British pounds. But then obviously you'd have to pay import tax plus shipping. After that, we bought a Mishimoto K-swap radiator. This is for sale on Mishimoto's website for £349.92. I then bought a Sidewinder manifold. This was purchased for £500. Then down here we have a Hypergate Gen V Turbo Smart wastegate. That's 45mm. That's for sale on Tegua's website, I think it was, for £465.54. We then have a Pulsar 3582 Gen 2. This is a T4 rear housing. That's for sale on Pulsar UK's website for £561.38. Then down here we have a K-tune fuel pressure regulator. This is the combo one, as it does have the gauge on the top. You can buy it without the gauge, but with the gauge it's on Tegua's website for £230.34. There's a Speed Factory 4-port boost solenoid. That's on Tegua's website for £152.17. AccuT Hall sensor, that's on Tegua's website for £105.97. And then bits that you can't see, in the gearbox there's a competition stage 4 clutch, that's £484.62. And then a helical LSD, which is £727.80. Down here there's a K-tune traction bar. That was, I didn't buy this for this much, but online it's for sale for £479.39. And then down here we have an eBay twin pass intercooler. That's on eBay for £154.99. Another item that you can't see is the fuel pump. So this has got a Red Horse fuel pump in it. I'm not sure, to be honest, if it's a 265 or a 340, but they're both the same price anyway. So they, looking online on their website, are £161.95 in dollars, which converts to £123.73 in pounds, plus import, plus shipping. Now we can move on to the ECU and the interior. Inside the car we have a Fueltech FT450 ECU. This is for sale on Street Racer's website for £1,090. And then down here we have a wideband Nano. Again, that's on Street Racer's website for £218. Okay, so that list of parts that we bought for the car prior to fitting anything to the car comes to £5,993.25. And like I say, that's before anything was fitted to the car. So at that point, we've got £7 into the car, just shy of £6 in parts, and now we need to put it all together. So that's where the car got sent to BWH Performance. And whilst the vehicle was with him, he fitted the clutch, the LSD, and the turbo kit essentially. And then whilst it was there, he also fitted a brand new timing chain to the car. From memory, that was around £2,200. Okay, so the car's been to BWH and he's fitted the turbo kit, he's put the intercooler into place, fitted the clutch, the LSD, etc. Now the car needs to go away and have the boost pipes and the exhaust made. So we supplied the 2.5-inch boost pipes. We just got a generic kit off eBay. Looking on eBay now, there's a set for sale for £134.99. It went to the fab guy, so he made all the boost pipes. He supplied the exhaust, so that's 3-inch, and then he charged £1,100 on top of the boost pipes that we supplied him. So now at this point in the build, the car's essentially finished. It just needs ECU fitting and mapping, and at this point we're into it for £9,428.24. Now we have to send the car to street races, and that's where he does his final touches and maps the car and finishes it off basically. Okay, so the car went to street races, they fitted the ECU, fitted the wideband, and then mapped the car, and the bill there was again around £1,200. Okay, so the car at that point is now running, but it's not finished yet. So then we bought Funk Motorsports blankets, we wrapped the downpipe, and when I say blankets, it's because we have a little one on the wastegate there. So the turbo blanket is £145, the wastegate blanket is £75, and then the wrap on the manifold is £36. Because the car was now running a lot more power, I decided to upgrade the front brakes. So from factory, this came with 262s, whereas now it's got 282mm on the front. The rear is still on drums, so that's completely factory. The front caliper with the discs and pads, that cost me around £150 from memory, second hand. Okay, so that leaves a grand total to turbo convert my Civic as an NA. The cost was £11,034.24. Now, some stuff off that list I have missed it. So the back box was £100, which I've not added on. Little miscellaneous stuff like the filter, just little random bits like that, but there's no point adding them. Essentially, the grand total of the car, including buying the car, was £18,034.24. As you know, the car isn't actually finished yet, so I still need to fit coilovers because I have no idea what brand these coilovers are, so that will be a future video at some point. Now, you could do this yourself. So had I have made all the boost pipes myself and made the exhaust myself, bear in mind I can't weld, I've never tried it, but had I have done that and had I have fitted the turbo kit myself, then I probably would have saved £1 or two. But you're still up there, it's still going to be like the best part of that sort of money, like 16-17 grand. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. It's just something a bit different. If you have, then make sure you smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to check out on any future videos. I'll catch you on the next one. Just a quick one before you go, because you've made it this far through the video, I'll give you a teaser to next week's video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you there.